A time, a period written in the stars. STARRATS. Sunshine. 54, 27, 23, 52, 57. On Earth, in the moon. Sunshine. Jack of Spades. I used to always look at the Jack of Spades and say, I like to call it the gay Jack. And I'm going to see if I can find the Jack of Spades inside of here. Here's the one-eyed heart. Never anywhere without you. Remember, the queens represent both eyes. So how does it reflect that if the queen, all four queens represent four eyes, and the jacks, what represents only six eyes, where the kings will represent seven eyes, in where they call it the one-eyed king. The upper and the lower worlds connect through 8, but is only connecting through the 7th gate, in which the 7th gate is bringing in what is 3 and 3, 6, to where the birth is within by connecting 3 into 1, connecting 3 into 1. This one joining to these two joining to this one over here. So if these two join to this one, then this one splits apart into these two and comes back into these two. Is it a direct and premix? At the same time, this one goes down into this one. Is this where it's bringing my polarity? 12, 15, 18. 12, 15, 18. Although it's really supposed to go up and down, some reason I have to do 12, 15, 18. What if I went across and went 12, 13, 14? Why did I even mention it that way? I don't know. I'm thinking. So, yes, I got the kings. I have the ace. How is everybody? What do I do? I create things that don't exist, or I recreate what does exist, and I show you how they made it exist, or where it can be created through math to become existent. Although it already exists, I just don't know the formula yet, or the simple formula, which means I like to use base formula as to 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, 1 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2, 3 to the power of 2, and everything to the power of 2. And then everything to the power of 3. And then everything to the power of 4. Obviously, right, it'll be, if it was number 4, so anyways, and the differences and how they connect. And don't forget, when they connect, I bring everything back to the base value. I create alpha omega, AI. First, what is first is last. What is last is first. AI, although the alphabet, now this is really funny for me, because on an 8 foot, like in building materials, most of the materials are 8 feet. Just give me a second. Okay, I lost my place. Let me look for the rest of the picture cards. You know, sometimes I just want to cry. It hurts so much. Just hurts so much that there's so much to share, and I forget a lot of things. I sort of have to, as I'm going on, I have to say words that they're writing around and bring me back to where I was in my mind so I can continue on the path that I see within. Right now, I'm not in that path. I'm seeing... You know, last night was a little funny. I met a bunch of people, and I just like to make sure everybody knows that the world we're in is the world between people and not between the monetary system. And we all have our own polarity of living, thinking, etc. But our polarities have been are not understood. It's things that are not understood. Bringing 45 angles together. These are the 3 basic sets The next one will come in at the tens. When you're playing blackjack, there are 12 cards of 10, 120. But there's also 4 more cards. There's 4, 8, 12, and then 4 more. There'll be 16 cards of 10. 3 are the picture cards, and then 10 would become the split house. 10 will become the split house. Just add sesames. Have you ever heard of the placebo effect? If I say, if you believed in me 100%, and I say to you, you know, if you do something that you think is wrong, but you're listening and being told that you should do it because it's the right thing, everybody telling you to go left because it's the right thing to do, but actually your intuition is to go right. This is the time in your life where you must stand up for yourself and say, I am one of the lambs of the Lord. And if the Lord speaks within me to go right while everybody is going left, if nobody listens to the Lord who says to go right, I am the one who must listen. I am not to judge those around me, even if there are 99 around me, and I am the one in the minion. One in the minion. But when you say it, I am one in dominion. A minion republic. This is a very exciting day for me. I don't remember everything I learned today speaking to a friend of mine. People that we can speak with that let us see the light without being interrupted but by the but, other than to hear the story and to make like you're on a CB radio and go, you like press the microphone, but the story hasn't ended because you didn't hear the period at the end of the phrase, but you took on that there was a period trying to stop everybody from going by pushing the button. The period, pushing the button. That period is your finger touching the button. So 1 touches 1. 1 touches 1. The continuation. Is that a possibility where 1 times 1 is just 1? So when you play blackjack, remember that the 4th one is the mirror. Is it 4 or you take a walk, or is it 3 out of 4? But in the instance with the queen, it's 4 out of 4. With the instance with the king, it's 3 out of 4. With the instance with the jack, it's 2 and 2. Where do I get these numbers from? The king has 7 eyes, so one king is different from the other. The queens all have the same 2 eyes, so they are all the same. They are 1 for 1. They are a 1 for 1 exchange. They are a 3 for 1 exchange. Jack is the 2 for 1 exchange. The king is for Earth. The jack is for Mars. The nav is from Mars, 22 life ape. The queen is 44 area space, as the queen is 1 to 1. Call her the one who splits everything up into God, and ace 11, the queen. The 8 eyes, 8 above and 8 below, 2 above and 2 below, 222, 22, 22, 1776. Call it the queen, the queen's order. The king is the 7th gate, and she is the gate 8. The jack is 68. Between jack and king, the division of the 7th gate is the queen. The 17th letter, 17 and 17, 34 DC or CD. It's cold and it's blue. And none of this that I speak is because of me. It's because how it has been standardized, documented, patented throughout the world. The way people see things, the way I see it, you tell me different. And it's a hearsay, she say, they say. If I say it's a boy, will you think blue or pink? If I say it's cold, will you think red or blue? If you think red, will you be thinking of the stop sign or the red light? When I say red, the numeric value, if you look at it the opposite way, red is D-E-R, backwards. D-E-R, R-E-D, D-E-R. Have you ever seen the movie Matrix? Neo Anderson? Neo. N-E-O. Neo. Anderson. This meaning hour in French. This word in hour, okay, if you add up 1 to 5 and then you go 1 to 6, this equals to O, this equals to U. This is 15 and 21 equaling to 36. The R, 3 times 6 equals to 18 equals to R. 3 plus 6 equals to 09 R. So it's Uri, something like that. 1 plus 8 equals to 9. Your base value is 5, 6, and 9. Okay, I'm not going to get into what this is, 9, 11, 14, and 6. I don't want to get into any of that. I have nothing planned. I have nothing planned for anything right now. Just to tell you that the queen is 4 eyes and 4 eyes. That is for 4 red and 4 black. She is for a total of, did I get that right? Yeah, she's a total of 8, and 8 equals to 16. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. 1 times 6 equals to 6. The total is 13. 7 times 6 equals to 42. She is the gateway to the halfway house. So we have Jack, Queen, King. If we were playing blackjack, we have 10, 10, 10, and it all be times 4. October 4th. January 4th and October 4th. That would be 14, 14, and 14. Where do we get 14s? What do 14s do? Why did I write this? Oh yes, because we're multiplying it, but we're really out. So this is the addition, which equals to 42, telling me it's about the gateway. When we multiply it, it's 120. So 120 is 126. So it becomes the 7th gate passing on the moon. Why do I do this? Because when I see 3 in the word, did I do this right? I'm trying to think if I did this right. The 4 circles and the 2 circles. Okay, I can't get into that. The reason for this is the total of each Jack, Queen, and King is a 10 value each. Now there's the 10 card times 4 is 40. Oh, and the 14 equaling to 56. And this is all getting complicated to start to explain. It's going to branch out from here. Note 14 is the sun. Note 56 is the standard creation. It's on the highest top of creation. Its value equals to the word number 3. Number 95 upside down is Neptune. Number 29 is birth, is in the leap year. We flip things upside down, inside out, but we don't change their looks. Do you follow? I'm trying to figure out if I'm going a little bit too far with this. Anyways, the addition is 56, and the addition is up here. And when you add the 56 to the total, it's 216, and now we have the ring. 216 and 126 totaling to 3, 3, 3. We're back to the basic pull. Let me explain this. Let me explain this. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'll tell you what I did. Each picture card in the game of blackjack is valued at 10. That is 40. We have Jack, Queen, King. That is your basic creation. The total there equals to 120. Now 120, every time you have an O letter, I always use it for a number 6 because it is the 15th letter in the alphabet. 1 plus 5 equals to 6. There's a usage for number 6, which is 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. This is its polarity. It's going to create 13. The halfway space for 13 is 6.5. It happens to be that 65 is for the value of number 7 itself, the gateway. 7, 11. 6 and 5 is 11, valued at what is. Let's do this. You're on the first floor. You're at a hotel on the first floor, and all the floors are 101, 02, 103, 104. You go to floor number 2, first room, 201, 202, 203, 204. You go up to floor number 8, 801, 802, 803, 804. So the first number is being used for the floor you're on, and then what position of room you're in. So I'm trying to understand the different equations I can use with numbers. To be able to align my clock, right? How the clock works. Somebody says it's so intricate, this has to happen, to this has to happen, so this happens, then this happens, and that moves forward, for this to move forward, for that to move forward, for this to move forward. And you don't think they can do the same? If I can sit here and tell you in 10 seconds, and somebody can tell you about a watch, the basic movements of a watch, someone can tell you the basic movements of the earth, and is there any time in the day that's a little bit different than any other time in the day? Just a moment within 5 seconds that there's a flash in the middle of the night that things go into a different spectrum. So anyways, now what happens? All zeros equal to 6. Another thing is because as 1, okay, like I'm going to be going 1 to 2, but when I count down, I go 6 to 5. And that's another thing. It's now that's into the game of pool. Why? Because in the game of pool, I connect all things that are a difference of 8. And in the game of pool, the 3 and the 11. 8 plus 3 is 11 with 7 in between. So I call that the 7th gate, 8 connecting. Anyway, so when I added up the first numbers to 40, 40, 40, which each picture card in their suit is valued at 10. So there's 4 suits. 40, 40. 2 of each colors, 20, 20. Then there's the up of the suit and the lower of the suit, meaning there's 2 eyes above and 2 eyes below. There's 4 cards. 4 by 2 is 4 by the jack card only gets 6, so he gets 6 above and 6 below. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. The jack is the E world. The female is the male in the heart. Why? I'm counting all the eyes up and down. And the king, 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 7 is 14. Okay, hold on a second. I might have made a mistake here. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. This is in the Y. The Y will connect to this because of the roulette design. Okay, so this is number 14. This is number 5, female. This is number 12. It is the end line of a female. It is, how can I explain it? 8 and 4. Okay, this is female. This is Pluto. This will relate with the ring in the cube. The reason I'm saying female, because the 6 and 6 eyes, this is the gateway pass. This is the passage. This is an eye pass. 6 and 6, 6 eyes above, 6 eyes below. I forgot to think about that, right? Besides that 7 and 7 equals to matter, 6 and 6 is what passes, which connects number 5, right? Connects number 5 to number 7 through 6. So 6 and 6 jack, okay, connects the 5 to the 7. The king, female, according to the eyes. The queen, male. Jack is what is 3. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1. 1 and 2 creates the 12. So when you have a total cards of 120, it becomes 126. I'm going to add another 0 because it doesn't matter. I'll put a 0.0. It doesn't matter. So when I do that, what happens is the minute I get to anything with 1, 2, and 6 together, the 1 is going to represent the pole, the 2 is going to represent the ring. And what I'm talking about is when you get the 3 or 3, 3, 3, the 3 sides reverse of this cube. When the cube is sitting down, you have 2 sides coming together, the top and the bottom, and then you got 4 sides that go around. 1 equals to 2 sides, a straight line down. 2 equals to the cross sides, talking about the ring going around the pole. So when you say 1260 and 2160, you're talking, when I added it up, the 16 cards, right? The eyes. Is that what I did? Hold on. No. It was the value. Hold on, let me see. Yes, I added up the value of the card and how many cards, right? So I just did that base value. The value of the card and how many cards. 14, 14, 14 equals to 56. Now I added up the multiple value. 4 times 10 is 40, 40, 40, 120. 120 plus 40 is 160, plus 56 is 2160. This is the moon diameter. So the deck of cards in blackjack are talking to you about the moon diameter. They're talking about blackjack, which is 210, which will now revert to 216, and we get the same equation. Cube time in the half-life of the queen. Sweet 16. How sweet it is. E.T. We, spirit in E.T. We the people, what are we talking about? This word over here in sweet can also look like this in French as a transmissible expression. This is in the 5 house, this is in the 8 house. If you switch the months around, May and August, they would be equate to 62 in the Queen's house at the 7th gate. Why? Oh yes, because the 8th month is August and the 5th month is May. They are the reverse polarities in month. This is 5, 8, 8, 5. 44 area space. So the area space between August and May. August and May. There was something else I was looking at. The word 11 is number 63. In order to create it, it takes 77. So it's like 11 times 7 equals 77. It's just ironic. 1 and 1 is 2. We're in the house of Venus, the quarter house. I'm trying to think where else we're here. We did Dominion. Why did we do Dominion on this? It wasn't Dominion. Anyways, they also have this in synagogue. You need to be a minimum of 8, to be in 10 in the sun. I'm just trying to figure out what else is going on in this paper. So something to do with the moon over here, out of the card values being at 10, out of the eye values. And then there's red and black, so everything's got to get split up. Instead of it 56, it's 28 and 28. Instead of it 160, it's 80 and 80. So now mathematically, how can we work these all out? 88, the house of Pegasus. And this actually works out the time, 28. If you want to see the moon counting time, well, a 28-day cycle and a 28-day cycle create 416. 1 plus 6 equals to 7. We now have 4/7 a time to what is 0 time or Zion time. The time of DC, 4 by 6, 24. 4 plus 6, 10. 10 plus 24 equals to 34. It's cold blue. And this becomes 6 and 1. It becomes the half-life, and now it represents the queen bee. I think we're going to end it right now. I'm not even sure where I was going with this video. I'm very sorry to make it so long. It's, you know, things go through my head and then I share it. And if you need, want, like me to piece something together, look for something in something. I really never know what the end result is. I still don't know the end result other than the finite results from the fixed realities where the equations create the same numeric value and bring those words closer together on different levels, like how 2 and 4 and 8 and 6 and 2 and 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 8, 6 all come together. Just going to show you real quick. 2, 4, 8, 6, 3, 4. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6, and 8 on 2 dice cubes. Okay, on 2 dice cubes, where we have 5 and 3 8, we have 4 and 2 6. To where we have 3 and 3 6. To where we have 4 and 4 8. Christmas. To where we have 2 and 6 8, to where we have 5 and 1 6. This is where Mars and the Queen comes in. So now we have monkey. We need a repeat near the end. You have to know the truth. If you're in the game and you think life is a movie or a game, you have to know the truth. Reality in games, a game that's been going on for all your life, for all the lives of all the lives that have ever existed before. To where we all, in some divisive way that is put onto our motherboard on how to share things that we believe. We just share things that we truly believe. And all the patterns and my readings through the dice cubes and the cards and the games and all the sports ever played, from the time clock to the penalty box to on ice to the puck they use to the baseball and the stitching on the baseball, to the design of the stadiums, to the design of the forums and the centers and the malls, to a pair of skis, to time on the clock, to 0100 hours, to all the army talk, to foxtrot, to all the radio dials, to all the planets, to the zodiac signs created by every nation and every creed, for every name that's ever passed through the dictionary, the equations that have come together where A1 and Z26, where the half language in the alphabet splits at what is M and N, or the moon. M, N, just put O in between. The division between M and N actually is not the moon, it is the sun. Because the halfway point between M and N is 1, 3, and 5, and that's the 13 and 5 ball in pool. 13 and 5 equals to 18 Ra. Reverse CF, creation of the light. So when we split the alphabet, and why I'm saying this is because the alphabet splits at 13.5, counting from Z and counting from 1. But if we do the complete reverse alphabet, okay, which would be A1 and then end it off, because the alphabet ends with the corner missing for the reason that it ends on number 8 and not on number 9 square. So I want to continue the alphabet to number 9, but not to confuse the situation, which would be the 27th letter. Okay, but not to confuse the situation, I'm going to end the alphabet where it ends. In the center of the alphabet right now, reverse, is 1, 3, and 5. And the M letter for the 13th letter and the 5th letter is the E letter. M-E, matter and energy. 13th letter, okay, we're just going to use 1, 3, and 5, which is the first letter A. The three letter is C, and the 5th letter is E, and it says ace, and it divides. As A, the S is in the A family on the stand side. The reason I say the stand side, because according to the table of roulette, these designs on my floor, okay, what happens is when only in number 1 this happens to, no other, but in number 1, okay, where it constantly goes down the line, 1, 4, 7, the next number should be 10. That 10, which is in the Pythagorean 1 house, is a black house. So on the 4th one, it flips over. So it's showing me that our rotation in the 1 house is 1, 4, 7, and then it flips 1, 4, 7, and then it flips 1, 4, 7, and then it flips 1, 4, 7. And this is what's happening in the house of our cycle. And the reason it's the house of our cycle is because the 1 month, the 4 months of 30 days, and the 7 months of 31 days, all telling me that they promote what is how our system runs based on our Gregorian calendar. But there are others, and I don't remember them all. 47 is time, 77 is matter, 77 is Christ, 33, the reverse of what is, to continuation to create the one world, turns over to number 3, which inverted from the dice crew from 4 equaling to 3, where you now have the word mass space for 10. The teens, the E-world, the electronic space, the duplicate world. You have to split the world, something to do with diversity within the mind, maybe at making a roller coaster loop to loop so they can see what you're thinking and then put back into the ride and guide you on their sleigh ride inside here through the aether or whatever's going on in this planet, through the electronic system, to alter who we are, because we are not who we think we are as we think we are, because we do not know everything we think we know. We only know what we believe we know, but we're not actually sure of the reality of that actuality unless we base that on things that are calculable or that we can actually see at the moment. Patternized around the world. What is 6? It's the pull in the 4 directions. What is 8 and 10? It is the in-between directions, the missing areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missing areas, to 6 lines that divide is 12. So what is 12? Just a division of what is 4. That's just a flagpole going up and down in 4 area spaces. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. Plus, 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 minus, minus, plus, minus, minus. Must be really cold out there. And how we weeble and wobble between that pole zone in the Urantia worlds. Monkey and Queen, things I wanted to talk about. I'm going to end with in this video. I have some things to work on, and I'm going to probably bring it up in the next video. I just thought it was really very bizarre. In fact, I didn't even finish something in my last video. Really annoying. I'm going to do that so I don't lose it. Number sequence. 136163199. Sorry, 9. And then it goes 9136. So the number over here would be 9. So in order to get to 1, you would start with the letter I9, in order to get there, because you follow what I'm saying? The minute we get to here, here's the last area, 28 to the moon, 360 degrees. This area starts it all over again, right here at that number. This is your freedom. This is your gateway passage into the spirit world right here. We start over on number 13. And then 8 feet and 4 feet is 12, and that's if you put 2 plywoods over each other. You put a plywood this way, and you put a plywood, not that way. You put a plywood, let me just finish this off. Wow. Okay, forget about this. You put a plywood, an 8-foot plywood, and then you put a 4-foot plywood. Is that the way you get it? An 8-foot, no. Here being 8-foot ply, okay, there it is. This is my 8 feet, and it's my 4 feet. The total is 12 with 8 and 4, the house of Pluto. Okay, the last thing I wanted to mention was, let me see, do I have this? Rooster gets up at 5 a.m., Rooster gets up at 6 a.m., Rooster gets up at 7 a.m. Instead of using the number, I use the letter 66. Otherwise, it'd be 511 if I was using the letter. That's a tow truck. Narcissism, recognize personality. September 103, King and Queen 103, Mercury 103, NRG, N, air, G. In N is air. In between N and G is R. In between the gate and the sun and the crossing sun. Not the rising sun, the crossing sun. I'm trying to see if we still have that piece in here. No, it's gone missing, I think. It's gone missing. I'm looking for something. Okay, we're gonna start over one more piece here. My last piece is 1 and 13. This one equals to 34. This one equals to 99. The total is 133. The total is 34 to the single digit. Now we're going to do it again. 1 and 12. 34, 87. So you're going to have to go and 87 equals to 121. 87 and 4 is 11. 8 and 3 as 11. So that'd be 22. So that would be Mars. Now you're going to have 2 and 11. Remember, A and B is the beginning, right? 11 equals to 58 equals to 63. 11, 11. 3. Now there's something special because this is first, this is second, and this is third. We have the 3-star selection, right? We have the 3-star selection because ST and D is we take a stand, okay, on standard, right? Standard, and that's number 17. We stand on 17. Blackjack says that in the game. And what is that stand? It is between B and F. 2 and 6. 2B, 6F. You can actually say front and back, Facebook, whatever you want, but there's no black keys on the piano. So in between 3 and 10, you have 56 and you have 39. So here you have 15 and 8. And in this one, it's 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 equals to O equals to H. If you multiply that times 3, it'll equal to 69, and it'll also say ho, ho, ho. 69, a 3-year cycle rotation of the Sun and Mars. Where do I get this from? Because it takes mathematics, star system math, 3 times 3, 3 plus 3 to equal what is 9 to equal what is 6. So that if I can't draw it or design it, then I'm only hearsay. But here's your 9, and to me, here's your 6. So when I create the formation, remember, a child has to be able to do this. So if a child can't do this, we're all the children of God. We all have to have a simple opportunity and chance. So one's going in that way, the other's going in that way. And now what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the star form like this. This is a base star form. See the number 8 that's coming in? So we can see like here's now a double 6. So now if we want to get a triple 6, I would go one more time up. I'm just trying to see how can I get the triple 6. Is that the triple six? So now I got 1, 2, 3 sixes. And now I can go the triple nine. I'm just a little, is that the triple nine? So now I would have to do this, and yeah, I've done that. So now I've put in the triple nine. And if you see Lamed, 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 you also see that Steinberg's marker. And now on the top, I'm not sure if we would chop it up like this, and then chop it up like that. Let me see if I can do that here. Chop it up like this, chop it up like that, chop it up like that. So it's some kind of, I don't know, and then I think it goes down this way after. I'm trying to see which way it goes. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave it like that. This becomes what is the sun, ho, ho, ho. And don't forget, when you say the letter O, you're saying almost like WO 38, a creation of the heavens, CNH, like in Canadians hockey. So we did this, and 39 equals to 95, okay? This is the EI world, EIEIO, where 5 and 4 are within inside of each other. 5 and 4 is 9, all sides are 9. This is the 5 side. Here's the 5 and 4 that create its 9. 4 and 5 void, 5 and 4 void inside of themselves. That is the sun pass. I'm trying to remember why I spoke about this. I don't remember. 54 and 15. You're just going to repeat this. This is going to give you your DNA birth, and this is going to give you the 7th gate to the beta house, the E worlds. Because of its multiplication, will create 6 and 5, will create 30 and 11 equals to 41. 41 or 14, it's all the same. It's 2 7s, right? Or how about 7 to the power of 2, or 77? All has to do with matter and Jesus Christ in this area, and Mars. 2 represents the Mars, 4 represents, the Mars, 2 represents the Venus, but the 2 Mars moons, 3 represents the Earth. And then it can be all inverted. Right? I can be wrong completely, 100%, could be the complete opposite way, but everything else to be right. Raphael 70, 286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Peace and love to all. I don't like what you do, but I like what you do, but I like what you do, but I don't like what you do, but I like what you do. So I pick and choose the moments of things I want to do, and I hate no one. I love everybody, but I just can't be there at this time, at this moment, and neither can you. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video.